I think I did a big fat boo-boo, in which case I'm all wrong. I don't think. This is not good. Okay, so hold on. Ooh, that's a cleavage shot if there ever was one. Hold on. We're doing game plan, change of plan B. Okay, this is what happens when you're not fully prepared. I shouldn't say that. I had my, so this is funny, especially if she's watching. One of my team members was struggling with her orientation being wrong. And so I showed her how to lock her screen or how to screen was not locked. And in doing so, I locked mine and now I can't unlock it because I already started the video. So that was a big fat dumb thing to do. So you'll be watching me in the wrong orientation today, but it's okay. We'll get through this. So give me 1 second as I pull in a different thing to mount my phone on, and I'll be a little discombobulated today because I don't normally do it on this format, but it'll still work. So actually, I'm going to set you back down again. It's like a total boob shot today. You're welcome, by the way, for that. And then let me see if I can get my phone on here. Sorry, close your eyes for a sec. There we go. Oh, still a boob shot. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are laughing with me. If this is not just hilarious. There. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, we'll cover the cleavage. The family show, sort of. Anyway, ooh, you know what? I got something. Let's see. What did I do with it? Shoot, I don't know what I did with it because my family was making fun of me for it. I got one of those little ring lights that you can clip on to your phone. I don't know what happened to it. It's a ring light you can clip onto your phone so that you can have better lighting. And I thought I'd clip that on so that I look a little better, but oh well. I look a little sunburned. It's not, it's just my camera. I'm white as a ghost. It's the lighting. See, well, yeah, I'm not. I wish. I haven't actually been outside much. I was a little bit this weekend, but I've been working because I've been trying to clean out and get switched over because normally that I played hooky and went on my little Coronication with my besties. So it was kind of fun to get away. Actually, I won't even say that. It was absolutely magnificent and fully glorious to get away. We had such a good time. I haven't really talked to you since then. I kind of did my new catalog unboxing, but I kind of didn't talk too much so I could get through it. Anyway, we had an amazing time on our trip, and hopefully you saw some of the photos that I post. We had a 15-hour drive on the way out, which we pretty much went straight through. We stopped for lunch, a late, like dinner, I like to call it, lunch and dinner. And I won't say which of us had a margarita, but it wasn't me. And that was super fun. And then we stopped, where did we stop? The Corn Palace on the way there, which I'd never been to before. And it was delightful. We didn't go inside because it was about closing time, but it was kind of fun to see that. And I actually, maybe you guys can understand some of that or explain some of that. I wasn't really sure how that worked, but I guess they like decorate it each year. I suppose the corn like disintegrates after a while. but it was pretty cool to see like how intricate it was. And I was kind of laughed because it reminded me of the movie Vacation, like when they stop at all those goofy places along the way. I still can't handle the fact that my cleavage is front and center. Anyway, um, someone asked where the magical unicorn is. Well, I don't have, that was Barb's magical unicorn, and she ordered them for us, so I'm sure she'll send them at some point. But that was so, so fun. We did have a good time. Um, yeah, and then we did stop at a few places on the way home, which was fun. We went to Wall Drug was one. We went to Mount Rushmore and we went to I'm just reading. Oh, Dolores, because she's from South Dakota, so she knows this. They used to decorate each year. They were talking about not doing yearly. Oh yeah, yeah. It so they used to decorate it each year, and maybe so. Is Barb a demo too? Oh yeah, she's been. I think she just had her 16th or 17th anniversary. So yeah, a long time. So we had we had shenanigans. We drank a lot of margaritas. We had a lot of fun. It was so good to get away. I desperately needed a break from work. And it's funny, it's really hard to not work when you're at home. I actually kind of struggle with that because it's right here. Like, you don't go to work, it's here in my house. So anyway, it just was so wonderful to be someplace else and not think about all of the world's problems, although a lot of world's problems kind of erupted while we were there. But it really was a great getaway, and it's always good to be with your besties. So that was fantastic. We did work while we were there. We did stamp work. We did a lot of stuff for our teams. I learned how to do a couple things on YouTube. That was very exciting. So lots of good stuff. Oh, and we stamped. So I'm excited to share with you some projects from our trip. I don't know if anything I'm showing today is from that, but anyway, what is wall drug? That's a good question. I don't even know if there's really an answer to that. Wall drug is a ginormous tourist trap. It's basically, I think it was originally a drugstore that was started, I don't even know how long ago, but I was there about 30 years ago and it was basically the same. It is it's almost like a mall, really, of a bunch of little stores. And it just sells like tourist trinkets. It's kind of on the edge of the Black Hills or I should say the Badlands of South Dakota. And it's outside the Black Hills, I guess, a little bit. And well, did I bring my bag down? I did get some stuff there. A couple of stupid things. Yes, a jackalope. I got something. I don't know. Well, Barb was with us. You guys probably saw we were carrying Flat Barb. Um, she, she got magnets from all the places she visited. So anyway, I laughed because we wanted to go to the Badlands, like drive through them, kind of tinkered around the Black Hills too long. So we ended up going to Wall Drug 20 minutes before they closed, which is really all you needed. We took a few selfies and did a little shopping, and that was it. But lots of stuff there. It's really just tourist junk is probably accurate. I think there's like a restaurant or two in there, and it's like basically a little downtown area that started out as probably one little drugstore, and then it kind of grew, and they're all sort of interconnected. But yeah, it used to be an old style Main Street with the drugstore, ice cream, clothing, trinkets, food, salon. Yeah, but it's all one thing. And then there's other stuff too. I mean, there's a few other businesses along there, but it's mainly Wall Drug. And the funny thing about no stamping lips. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of practice. I didn't even think about it. And the funny thing is, I put them, I'm looking, so I got new lip gloss from one of my downline members, and I can't figure out what I did with it. It's on my desk somewhere. I was gonna put that on. Oh, this is so much better, by the way. Oh, thank you to whoever reminded me. That looks better now. So anyway, what was I gonna say? I don't know. We had a good time. That's all that's important, right? All right, so I have a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Talk about today with you live. Whatever. I really am out of practice. Look at that. I made one of my eyebrows higher than the other. See, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't do it. Can you guys do that? See, there's one, that one's higher. Ooh, there. That's like a talent. I wish I could do that like really well. I guess that's not too bad. You just never know what you're gonna get when you're on with me. Okay, so I've got lots to share with you today. First of all, there's just a couple days left to subscribe to this month's paper pumpkin kit. It is the amazing Sending Sunshine box, and I've got a cute little printout for it, if I can just find it. I have all these little things that I printed off that are ready to go right here, and I'm trying to find them all. And can I? No. Today's live kind of snuck up on me because I was sort of busy. Here we go. I was busy trying to get myself organized. So, haha. This is the Sending Sunshine box. And it is really important to subscribe to that by the 10th if you would like that. After that, you can't get it, and it's going to be an amazing box. We can kind of see what some of the projects are, and maybe I'll flip the camera around to tell you all this stuff. I also have stamps to give away. Oh, so much fun stuff is happening. And of course, I've got some stamping projects with you. Now, a whole bunch of you guys asked me to show the peony suite, and I will maybe make a card, but it's not going to be the 3D dies because I have not had a chance to play with them. So I haven't even been home for a week yet. And you know, my family like wanted to see me. So we'll get to that, but I probably won't be able to do it this week. We'll do it next week. So, Patty, that is a question. Stamp It Up can take care of that for you. All right, I'm gonna flip this. Let's see. I'm on a weird setup for today, so sorry about that. I might actually, sorry, close your eyes for just a second. Okay, let's see. Sorry, Patty, that's just more of a demo support kind of question. I can't do anything about that for you, so, ugh. And here is, oh goodness, I hate this stand. This is the stand that like most demonstrators use, but I hate it because mine is not good. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see. I'm gonna have my normal stand hold up my makeshift stand, and then I hate the fact that yes, the screen is messed up because I messed up before I went live. My phone was Sharon, I can't fix it. It's because my phone was locked, and so I can't change it right now. So unfortunately, this is what you're gonna get today. It's either this or nothing. So we're gonna make do. So please bear with me. So know that my orientation is all wrong because my phone was not set up correctly, and I mentioned it at the beginning. But yeah, if I stopped and started again, I would need to give a whole new link, and that is just a pain. So we're gonna make do with this. So sorry about that today, guys. And I know you can see my this is out of the screen area. Does not exist. You can't tell it's there because you're not supposed to be able to see it. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna talk about things coming up. So one is the Share Sunshine box. So when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin through me, you can get this awesome box this month. And look, you can see there's kind of some sneak peeks of the projects. They look awesome. And they are going to be so awesome. And of course, I mentioned before, I ordered a couple extra boxes myself, and I'm going to take and fill those. I actually went shopping for all kinds of fun little treats and to put in them. I'm going to take out the kit and put in some fun sunshine items, and then I will send them out to 2 lucky recipients who are subscribers with me. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. I also send out alternative projects each month to my subscribers. Usually it's the first couple days of the month that it gets sent out, and there are 10 to 15 different alternative projects that you can create with your box, which is really awesome. It's a fabulous perk, and those tutorials have directions and pictures and everything, so that's really great. So you have until the 10th to register for this. Sherry, yes, you can do that. Ask that question in our team page if you would, and I'll help you figure that out. It's pretty easy. Okay, next I have a really exciting, well, actually, I should say I have a couple of exciting things. First up is tomorrow night is my Stampin' Game Night workshop. I'm not sure if I have run out of make and take packets, but if I do have, I'm pretty, well, earlier today I only had like 3 or 4 left. So I'm pretty sure they're, if not sold out, really close. But you can still join us live tomorrow night. It will be in my Stampin' Game Night Workshop Facebook group is where I'll have the link for our live, and it'll be public so anybody can watch. We're going to make 5 make and take projects. We're going to play 4 games of bingo, and I'm going to have awesome specials that anyone can take advantage of. So make sure that you all check that out. It's going to be fun because you know it always is. So yeah, lots of good stuff. Someone's asking if we have a mini catalog coming. So I'm sending everybody I sent a catalog to. Actually, we're putting in the mail one of the beginner brochures, and I don't know if you'd call it a mini catalog. It's called a beginner brochure, and there's just a couple of extra things in there. It's definitely geared towards beginners, but yeah, those will go out. So if you, yeah. Okay. Let's see. So then Amy's asking, what stand do I usually use? It's a PVC pipe tripod. It was $11. It's held on with clamps and a selfie stick. That is how I film my videos. This $100 stand I'm using right now is the worst. I hate it. All right, next up, my new catalog kickoff party starts later this week. It is kind of like game night on steroids. It's several nights. Actually, it's about 2 weeks, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks, rough somewhere in there. And there's tons of stuff. I give away a ton of prizes and all kinds of fun stuff. Kimberly is saying, okay, Kimberly, you need to email me that. I can't figure that out while I'm live. I'm so sorry. I'm more than happy to make sure everything is taken care of for you, though. Please let me know. Also, I will tell you, the U.S. Postal Service is a disaster right now. Everything is taking forever. But Kimberly, I want to make sure you get your package. Don't worry. We'll take very good care of you. But the new catalog kickoff, sorry, I keep kind of going back and forth. The new catalog kickoff party is something I've been doing for many years now, with every new catalog, we have a big event. There's a special Facebook group. There's all kinds of fun stuff on here. There is also lots of prizes. There's lots of let's see, lots of fun post prizes. Ooh, project samples are created. Lots of, like, there'll be a gallery of samples. There'll be video, 2 Facebook Lives that are exclusive. There'll be all kinds of stuff going on, and we'll have, oh, card contests. I'm just like trying to list off the things that are all going to happen. This is one of my favorite events to do each year. I do it 3 times with each new catalog. So lots of fun stuff. We are going to start on the 12th, and our first live, not till next week though, because I have game night this week, and we'll have a PJ party for one of the lives, and then just like a regular live for another live. But we do lots of projects, and I give away a ton of prizes, and then everybody who registers will get a gift from me. So it is a great opportunity to have fun, and it's open to everybody worldwide, so anyone can join. And the link to that is in the description of this video, so you can get registered for that. Also, I have product shares, and Wednesday is the last day to order product shares. The first round has been ordered, and the second round is about to get started. So if you are interested in one of those, please email me. And I believe my email is in the description of this video. Also, June Facebook class is going to happen a little bit later this month. We have actually, because of my vacation, our last May live is going to be tomorrow. So if you're in the May Facebook class, our last live is tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and all that info is in our May Facebook group. But June is going to be awesome. Of course, we're going to focus on the new catalog and all kinds of things related to that. And then I also wanted to talk about one more thing, and I thought I had a printout for it, but maybe I don't. Don't you like all my little printouts? Oh, yeah, here's a good thing. I have 2 more things to talk, well, 3 more things to talk about, actually. I told you there was a lot today. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is my joining Stampin' Up. If you are not a demonstrator, you should be. Here's why. First of all, don't think of it as being a demonstrator. Think of it as being a discount purchaser. You can purchase your starter kit to be a discount purchaser and get a free bundle out of the catalog. And it is so awesome because you get to get a discount on all your purchases, but better yet, you get to be on my team, and we are awesome. I'm just saying. I have a really truly wonderful group of people, and it is such a great really community to be a part of. I was going to say family. That's probably a little bit more accurate. I do think of my team like my family. They are wonderful. And we have ladies from all across the country. You do have to be a U.S. citizen to do this with me, but if you are in another country and need a referral to a demonstrator in your country, let me know where Stampin' Up! Is available. I pretty much know demonstrators in all of our markets that I know are good demonstrators, so I'm happy to refer you to someone. And this is just such a great opportunity to get a discount. It's a really wonderful thing. It's a really wonderful thing to be a part of Stampin' Up! And I just can't tell, like Barb and Kelly, my besties, who I was just with on vacation, I met them through Stampin' Up! Every single one of my best friends I've actually met through Stampin' Up! So I never intended to do a single thing. I thought I would get my starter kit and that would be it. But it turns out I am loving life. So I highly recommend joining, and I would love to have you be a part of our team, because like I said, we're pretty awesome. And sorry I can't have Canadians on my team. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is my In Color Club. So this is another really cool thing I have going on during June, July, August, September, October. All of us will be, or all of those 5 months will be when we have In Color Club, and you will get all kinds of awesome perks for being in this club. What's nice about it is it's a shorter club. It's not a full year. It's just 5 months. We will focus on the new colors. So how it works is you spend $45 each month for 5 months. And then at the end of that, you'll get a $25 product credit from me. You will get a color coach. And ooh, what did I do with my color coach? It's a really handy tool. It's got all of the Stampin' Up! Colors. And then, of course, there's colors for the new In Colors on here, but they're just color combinations, and it's really awesome. So you'll get this as well as the In Color class from me. So that's really awesome. All of these great perks are available just to people who are in the In Color Club. I've had a whole bunch of people ask me if they can get this from me, and the answer to that is probably no. They are a ton of work to put together, and I'd probably have to charge you about $25 or $30 if I sold them to make it worth it, and I probably will not do that. So you'd have to be a part of the club to get one. So there's that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is this month, if you know, Canadians cannot join, unfortunately. It's just for US people. Then the last thing is the special we have going on this month through Stampin' Up. So this is pretty cool. When you spend $250, either yourself or you collect orders for that amount, at an extra $25 in additional Stampin' Rewards. So Stampin' Rewards start at 10% and then they go up from there. And so you'll get an extra $25 added to your Stampin' Rewards. And that is really awesome. So it's a great opportunity to get all of those fabulous goodies on your wish list if you would like. This is just during the month of June. Now, if you would like to do a Facebook party with me, we can do that as well. $250 is pretty easy to reach when you add a bunch of people to the group. I'll do some fun stuff with you, and that is a great way to get this deal. Tracy's asking about the Creativity to Go kit this month. I don't actually think I'm going to have one, Tracy. And the reason is because I have so many other things going on. I just can't do it all, especially because I'm still down helpers because of the stupid corona. So I will for sure have one next month, but I just don't think that I can do this month. And here, well, okay, so here's the other thing. I did these printed paper samplers, these reference charts. You may have seen me show them. And it is something that I thought, oh, I'll offer them. You know, maybe I'll get a few people who signed up. Yeah, I've sold over 100. And here's where it gets tricky is all of these little pieces right here have to be added. So yeah, but you can still get these. There's a link for it in the description of this video. You'll get one for every one of the printed papers. You have to assemble them, but you can create these. I will get what I provide you is all the swatches of the printed papers plus all the coordinating circles, as well as all of the stuff printed out on Whisper White cardstock. So that's pretty cool because it's a really nice reference, and I'm just keeping them next to my workspace, but you can also keep them in your printed paper packets. So all right. If you're just joining us, my apologies about my screen. I had my camera locked and I couldn't switch it without stopping the live stream, and that would have required a different link. So I didn't want to do that. And long story short, here we are. We are in a weird orientation. Okay, so today, I think it's time to stamp. Today I wanted to share with you a couple things, but I wanted to make a card from this new kit. This is featured in the beginner brochure, and actually I mentioned that earlier. Let me show you the beginner brochure. It's this little flyer here, and like I said, if you get a new, would like a new, or if you got a new catalog from me, I will also be sending you this brochure separately. So, and someone asked about an all-star tutorial subscription. It starts next month, so not this month. But in here are a bunch of things. Now, that's in here is in the annual catalog like this one is, but some of the things that are in here are not. But I wanted to focus on this kit. Look at these super fun cards. They're so perfect for summer, and I love them because they're so easy to create with. So everything comes in the kit that you need, including the color instructions, which I love. And then there's even a block in here, so you don't even have to have basically any supplies. All that you really need is a scissor to cut the twine. Everything else is in here. So I thought we would make a project from here really quick. So the ink is in here, all the stuff. But what I love is just how happy these cards are. They really are just bright and cheerful and wonderful. So I'm going to pull out this card base because I love that card right there, and I know it's going to be easy to create. Okay, so in the kit, all the stuff we need is included. So I've got this little pre-printed piece right here is so awesome, because it's all colored and happy and wonderful and done. Then I can see I also need this little piece, and I need, and by the way, I'm doing all of this, let's see, based on this picture here. I also need a label right here, so that's easy. And then I also am going to need a couple of these little kind of glassine flowers and some twine. So I can see there's 3 little flowers on here. Ooh, these are really pretty. And then, let's see, I'm gonna make these cards. So the card is pre-printed, so that makes it really easy. And what's so awesome is that there is 2 choices of envelopes to coordinate. So look at the fun patterns inside those envelopes. Then it comes with a Stampin' Spot. Now I'm not going to open mine because I already have a Stampin' Spot in that color. I'm just going to grab my full-sized ink pad. But it comes with a spot, which is fantastic. So we're going to do just a little bit of stamping. This says way to go. And I think I'll actually save my block because I do fundraising gift baskets, and that is the kind of thing I would put in one of those. Like I donate baskets to like silent auctions and stuff. So, all right. So I know I'm going to need this cute little flower trio on here, and then the way to go image. And I think what I'm going to do is I know I have one of my team members is super close to getting a promotion in her Stampin' Up! Business. And so I think this would be a really fun card to send to her. So I do send my team all kinds of cards, and I love recognizing them for different things as well as just being on my team. So yeah, isn't that cute? Yes, I am using the Simply Citrus all-inclusive kit. And on here I can also see that I'm just going to stamp a couple of these little flowers kind of in the corners here. Oh, so cute. Isn't that adorable? And then I'm going to take this. Now, can we just talk for a second about this? Oh, yes. we have two new adhesives, Stampin' Seal and Stampin' Seal Plus. Oh my gosh. So Stampin' Seal is like snail, only better. And Stampin' Seal Plus is kind of like Fast Fuse, but better. So it's pretty awesome stuff. I love it. And this, now you don't actually need to use it, but I'm gonna, because I'm lazy. There's glue dots in here. I'm gonna put this together a little faster. So look at that, guys. It is a little tape runner. And the thing that is awesome about it is that it sticks much better than snail. So snail would have fallen apart, and I'm like pulling on this pretty hard and I can't get it to move really. So yeah, it's really awesome. Can we get a group trip sorted out? Ooh, I think I'm missing a side conversation here. Why am I stuck in portrait and not horizontal? It's everybody. It's me. It's funny because I was trying to show my one of my downline how to find out if her camera was stuck like that, and it was so what I did was I locked mine and then I took a screenshot to show her, and then I forgot to unlock my screen. And so when I went live, that happened. So yeah, that's why. So sorry about that. Okay. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place today. Oh my goodness, it's because I'm out of the loop for my lives. All right, now I stamped this. I put these together, but I'm going to hold off for a second because what I want to do is add this. Do I like the new adhesives better than multi-purpose adhesive glue? I do. I will still use glue for certain things, but I prefer the tape runner. It's faster, it's easier. You don't get glue on yourself. You don't have to shake the stupid glue thing to get the glue out. I kind of want to just not worry about that stuff. It just makes stamping faster and easier for me. That's my opinion. So yeah, I was a huge fan of Fast Fuse when we had it because it worked really great. And the problem with Fast Fuse is that nobody loved it until they got rid of it, and then they all got mad. So they brought it back, but they improved it, and this is really so much better. Okay, so I tied my cute little bow, and I'm going to add this under here. Actually, I guess let me stick that on. So I'll take one of these glue dots, and can I just give you a little tip for this? If you have a take your pick tool, this works great for the take your pick tool because you can just get it on there, and then the take your pick will help you peel off the little backing on the dot. And I'll press that into the take your pick, or into the dot. And then I'll put this right over the top like so. So cute. And then we're going to add our little flowers, and for those we'll use these glue dots as well. And you can see they've got a couple of them on here, kind of up here, and then another one kind of right there. So then once again, I'll just pull off. You can see that backing stuff comes off really easy, which is great. And then, ooh, I can even use the, oh, yeah, the other side is off. I can use the other side to pick up my little flowers and place them. These are, I don't know what exactly these are called, but they're like glassine flowers. Oh, they're so pretty. It's kind of like almost shimmery vellum, maybe? I don't know. So isn't that cute? Look at how easy that card was. So this kit is gorgeous. And then here's a matching envelope. Oh, I just love it. And so now I've got a card ready to mail, and that didn't take any time at all. I could whip these cards together really quickly. So you have everything you need to make 5 different cards, and I think there's 3 or 4 of each. So it's a great value, and everything is in there. So 15 cards, so 3 of each. Yeah. So great, great value. Now another kit that we have, as long as we're talking about kits here, another one of our kits is this one. And I have to tell you, if you watched my unboxing live, I did my confessional. I really did not like catalog because I don't know, purple's not totally my color. But when I got it in person, holy buckets. So first of all, it's in this gorgeous box. So really nice. It comes with all of these, again, instructions, all the stuff you need to make the projects. And this one, oh, we're not going to use this one because I didn't buy the stamp set. I forgot about that. I bought the box, but the stamp set's separate, and I didn't realize it. So that's kind of a bummer. But it's got all of these pieces. So there's die cut flowers, laser tags, so pretty. And then of course there's card bases and envelopes for all the projects. And then this is where it is just so gorgeous, is these pieces have like gold foiling on them. And so like these are like the little pieces you would attach to the card base. They're so beautiful. So there's a stamp set that goes with this. I do have mine on order. So, oh, funny. You did the opposite of me, Francie. You forgot the kit, but you got the set. And you know what made me realize it? Email from Stampin' Up! With these 3 projects. And I was like, wow, what set is that? I don't recognize it. Yeah, there's a reason. So I won't make this one, but yeah, there we go. That is another one of our kits. So I love the kits this year. Someone's asking if I'm going to do anything with the peony. Yes, I will. I already have a class planned. I can't remember when I have it coming out, but it will be in the next month or 2. So that's coming. People also asked if I would do a project with it today. And I just haven't had time to play with it, but I do plan on showcasing that set. So don't you worry, you're not going to miss anything. All right, next up, I wanted to take one of the new stamp sets. Let's see, what did I do with it? Here we go. Oh no, that's not it. Here we go. This one is called Borders Abound. Now, I love border stamps. I always have. And I think this is a really beautiful stamp set. It is Kimberly Cook $1 stamp set. And I know I think somebody already asked when my set comes. It's not till next January, so don't worry. It'll be coming. But this is a fantastic stamp set, and I wanted to make a really simple card with it. So I thought it would be a good idea to play with our new aqua, let's see, I don't know, they're called something else, water painters maybe. They have a new name. So let me grab a scrap. Sorry, I had to grab of watercolor paper. So I thought it would be kind of fun to create a card with this that was really simple. So I'm going to take some Pool Party cardstock, or ink, sorry, and I squeezed a little of that in the lid. And there's 3 brushes. So we've got kind of, this is sort of like what our aqua painters used to be like. It's just a, you know, kind of a medium brush tip. Then we have a nice, really fine tip. So this is for detail stamping. And then the last one, and kind of my favorite, is this watercolor wash. And this is a nice wash brush. I'm trying to squeeze the water without it going everywhere. Too late. We'll just sop that up. All right, so what I'm going to do is I do want to create a wash background. So I'm just going to use this to get some water out. And by the way, can I just tell you, these open the opposite way as you think. So I went in to fill them before my live, and I was really struggling because they weren't turning right. To untwist them, you do it the opposite way of normal. So that was kind of funny. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some of this color. And what I love about this is it allows you to get a lot of color down really easy. Okay. So I've kind of got a nice little background on here. And that just went really quick. Now this is really subtle. I think I might need some more color. Let me grab my refill. I'm almost out of pool party, by the way. I gotta take inventory of my refills because I do not want to be left without. Okay, so we've got just a nice subtle background on here, really simple. And what I'm going to do is heat set this. And this part is really important. You want to make sure that it really dries out. So that you can stamp over it and it won't feather. Okay. So now I'm going to take some gray granite ink and I'm going to stamp this border on here. Yes, it is watercolor paper. And I don't really like how that's stamped, but that's okay because it's not too bad. All right, but I am going to do a quick switch to my Stamparatus because I want to make sure I get a good impression of this. So I'm going to take the sentiment, which is best wishes, and I'm going to put it over here on my Stamparatus. And I'll pick this up. I've got kind of a dirty plate here. I gotta fix. Okay, that's crooked. Whew. This is why you use the Stamparatus, I think. There. Now the way I could tell that it was crooked is that I'm lining it up with the grid that's kind of imprinted on here, so really helpful. Now the reason I switched to my Stamparatus is I stamped this border and it wasn't perfect, and that's okay, but I really want to make sure my my image is perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to turn this, and I'm going to flip this and stamp. Okay, and it's stamped pretty well, but I'm going to stamp it again to really get a good impression on there. Oh, that's much better. Do you see how much better that's stamped? We could even do it once more. And you know what? As long as we're at it, let's do one other little thing. So I think it would be kind of cool to emboss this. But as you can see, I'm using just gray granite ink, which won't emboss. So what I can do though is I can clean this off. So I'm going to grab my, this is just a chamois that I cut in half specifically for this purpose so that I can cut, or so I can, I'm sorry, so I can clean this off. So I'm cleaning the ink off of here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Versamark, which is my clear ink, and this is embossable. So now what I can do is stamp this right over my gray granite ink, and then I can emboss because it's all lined up perfect. I can emboss. Now for this, you will need clear embossing powder. And somehow I managed to get a drip of water on here, which we'll ignore. Okay. So the embossing powder is sticking to where I stamped that Versamark ink. And because it's clear, I'll be able to see the gray granite ink below. So that way I'm effectively embossing with gray granite ink, even though it's not that kind of ink. Okay. And then look at that. Isn't that awesome? All because of our fabulous Stamparatus. So that's pretty great. Now let's turn this into a card. So I've got this beautiful piece that I've already created, and now what I want to do is make a card with it. So I'm going to grab some coordinating paper. I've got some Pool Party. And then I'm grabbing gray granite as well. Gosh, my paper is just not popping out very much. Very easy today. Okay, so we'll take our gray granite card. Oh, I think I have water on here, that's why. All right, now this kind of got warped with all the heating that we did to it and the water and the embossing and everything, but that's okay. I'm gonna take and, actually I'm gonna cut this down. All right, so that was, I don't think I want this. I can't decide. Yeah, that'll work. Now here's where I really like having a tape runner rather than glue. Is right now is I've got this piece of cardstock, but it's a little bit trim just a touch off of here. It's a little bit warped. So what I can do is take my new Seal or Seal Plus, either one. Seal Plus is a little stronger. Now you can see the nice thing is you don't have to like do the check mark or anything. You just lift up, you stop and lift, and that's it. You know, it's real simple. You don't have to push hard. But what's great about it is it adheres so strongly. And when you've got kind of a warped piece like this, it's really good. Okay, so we've layered that on some cardstock, and now I'm going to add it to our basic, or I'm sorry, gray granite card base. Now for this, what I want to do is pop up the layer. Do the refills fit the old holder, like the snail holder? No. The That's a good question. Do they fit the old fast fuse holder? Let's take a look. Because, oh, I just happen to have one right here because I still use mine. Ooh. Oh, look at that. You saw it here, people. They do fit fast fuse. They don't fit snail, though. That's much smaller. Here's a snail. You can see this is quite a bit bigger, and it totally does not fit. It's a whole different size. So yeah, isn't that interesting? Ooh. If you want temporary adhesive, Carol, it's called Snail. This is temporary. It is not permanent. I'm glad we have a permanent adhesive because I'm sick of things falling apart on me. So yeah. Okay, so let me put that back in there. I kind of like the ergonomics of this thing though. It's nice. Okay, so there's that. Now that's lovely and all, but we gotta totally dress this up. And there's a couple things we could do. I'm thinking I've been itching to use my small bloom punch. And you know what would be really pretty with this? Some vellum. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. So I'm thinking just a couple of little vellum flowers on here would be wonderful. So I'm just gonna kind of give them a little curl. And then we have some new embellishments that are pretty awesome. By the way, I have a stamp set that I didn't give away earlier. Okay, so there's that. Oh, so pretty. I'm sorry, I had to go behind me to get some of these new elegant faceted gems. They're so pretty. One of the things I love about them, besides the fact that they're adhesive backed, which is awesome, is that they are like, this one is kind of like pearlescent. This one's gold, and this one is sort of, I guess, clear. And maybe this is white, but it's got a pearlescent-y look to it. And this is sort of like milky gold, I guess. I don't know. And then this one's clear. But we're going to add those. I think this will go nicely on here. Someone's asking if I have mystery stamping clues coming out today, and the answer to that is yes. They will start posting this evening. I think the first one goes live at 7. I can't remember. So yeah. Okay. So there we go, and look at how pretty those are. Oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, really cool how that card turned out. I'm loving it. Close this up. So that's a great stamps set called Borders Abound. There's little flowers, there's leaves, there's snowflakes, so there's something for every season. So I think this is going to be a really versatile stamp set. So there we go. All right, next up, ooh, since I have my Stamparatus out, I've got a fun card to share with you that features the Stamparatus and 2 sets and lots of texture. So this is, actually I need that. And it's got the color that lets us know God loves us, so hello, awesome. Okay, so this one is going to be with the stamp set Blossoms in Bloom, as well as Tasteful Touches. So these are 2 of our new bundles. Both are awesome. And I'm going to use this little element from here as well as the dies. I love the dies. Cindy Bengston! Hello. I'm so excited to see your name pop across my screen. I don't think I replied to your email, but man, I've been thinking about you. I can't remember. It happened right before I left on my trip. so I might not have gotten to it, but hello, I miss you, my friend. All right, so I'm going to use the Blossoms and Blooms stamp set, and I think this set is so pretty. So I've got a die cut label. Now that goes with the texture set, this one. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, but there's beautiful dies for this. I'm just grabbing them, hold on. Okay, so I use this large label, but you can see there's a whole bunch of labels that come in the dies. And then I'm also going to use this little element right here from this texture set. I think this is a really cool image, and I've really enjoyed playing with it. So here we go. Now this is really cool because there's two layers of the flower, and then there's small ones too. But this is going to definitely be one of those sets that you're just going to love. All right, so first off, I want to grab my two little flowers and then this leaf and then the center for them. And then I'm also going to make this a happy birthday card. So we'll close that up. Now I'll stamp the flowers themselves. That's easy enough. And the little pieces. And then I'm going to use the big flower on my Stamparatus. Okay, so first of all, I'll start. I gotta protect my work surface. Okay, I'm gonna start by stamping my flowers in Coastal Cabana. I mean, that's like already a great start to this card, right? Okay, and these are one of our distinctive stamp sets. So we've got the light and darker areas are built into the stamp set. That's how it's supposed to be, so that's kind of great. And then I'm going to do one over here. I kind of flipped it around. All right. Then I'll take some Mango Melody and stamp the center of each of these. Like so. And then it's nice, bright, happy colors. And then I'm going to add the leaves with some Granny Apple Green. And I think Granny Apple is such a happy color. It just makes any card happier just by being in it. Okay, so that looks really nice. Now what I want to do is, I mean, that's pretty, but we need to like really kind of pop this up. So what I wanted to do was take that texture piece I keep talking about. All right, now this is a rubber stamp, like as in it's red rubber, not photopolymer. So I'm going to put that on a block, and then I'm going to use, like I said, some of my gray granite. I'm going to stamp this off because I don't want it to be too dark. And I'll put some right down here. Oh, look at that. And I'll stamp it off again, and I'll put some up there. And it just adds a little bit of texture. So pretty. Then what I want to do is I'm going to put this onto my card. Well, actually, let me back up. I've die cut a couple of pieces, or not die cut, textured. So this is one of our new embossing folders. Ooh, focus, please. There we go. Sorry, my camera's not focusing right. So it gives you a really cool texture. It's almost like a thick fabric or something. I don't know. I really like it though. But it adds all this texture. So I'm going to tack this down onto a layer of Night of Navy. All right. So we'll take out our seal. No, that's Seal Plus. I don't know. They both are awesome, so I'm just excited. Okay, so that's attached to that layer. And then I'm going to use some of, this is our denim ribbon. and I'll just adhere this, oops, to the edge with a knot. Okay, I'll just trim that a little bit so it's nice and neat. And I'm gonna pop my label up on top of it. Now I did all this because what the next thing I'm gonna do is spritz it. And I wanted to get some of the spritzing to be on both the background as well as my label itself. Oh, and actually, this is funny. I also want to stamp my sentiment. Of course I have all these on here. My sentiment is going to be in Native Navy ink. And it might need to be popped up. We'll see. Here's how we'll know, is if I stamp it totally crooked. Then we'll pop it up on top, which is what I did in my sample. I'll show you later. Ooh, I'm putting this on here kind of crooked. Okay. So we'll see if my stamping skills are with me today. We might have done it. Yeah, that's still a little crooked. I think it's because of the label. I can't quite figure out the label. All right, but never fear. Now I happen to have, I always keep these little extra pieces left over from when I trim my cardstock handy. And so there, I stamped it right on there. That's nice and straight. And then we're gonna pop it up on top of that. But first, let me stick these dimensionals on here because we're popping this up onto our little panel here. Okay. Well, first of all, let's put it on here straight. Shush. Who is running this show? I'm pretty sure the answer to that is me, but man. Okay. Woo. All right. So I'm going to take and punch the ends here. With my little triple banner punch. And then I'll pop this up right over the top. And actually that looks even better, to be honest, popped up. Oh. So let's see. Okay. There we go. All right, then I'll take a little edge piece and put that on here, right over the top of this. And that looks great, doesn't it? I like it better popped up even more. Anyway. Okay, now we're also going to create a pretty little background for this on our card. So because we've got a lot of color happening here, I thought our card base could be a little bit more simplified. So I'm going to take and just use some gray granite, but I wanted to incorporate that beautiful flower design from the Blossom stamp set, which I'm trying to figure out what I did with. Here it is, it fell down. Okay, so we've got this big image. So I'm pulling this off, and this is what we'll use our Stamparatus for. Okay. Now, because this is on photopolymer, I'm going to put my little foam mat in here. And what I want to do is kind of just put this in the corner like so. Okay. And let me grab a magnet to hold everything in place. Now, one of the things I love using a Stamparatus for is on a big image like this. It's so much easier to use the Stamparatus to ink it. So that's one of the things I like about my Stamparatus. Now, to make it work a little easier, if you stick like a stamp set or a ink pad underneath it, it makes it easier to ink it up. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that big image up, and I know my camera is not ideal for this today, but we'll stamp that down. And ooh, see, this is perfect because that's what happened. There is a magnet under there. I was thinking that I had a magnet on here. Okay, so here's the good news is it's all lined up, so we can stamp it once again, and now it looks great. And again, it's got those detail, like the highs and lows of that in there. I'm going to flip this around and we're going to stamp it again like so, so that we've got that design in the opposing corner as well. Okay, and I keep moving this around just so that you guys can see this. Normally, if I was just using my Stamparatus, I wouldn't move it around. It's just to keep it in camera, especially because my camera's all messed up today. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so there we go. We're pressing on here again. Oh, perfect. So we'll take this out. Your cardstock always lifts up on you when you use photopolymer, even with magnets. Yep, that's what happens. So the really easy thing to deal with on that is to just mark where you're using your project. So you can see, I like to use my card not, I always put it on a line on my thing right here so that I can put it in a specific spot. And yeah, it's really easy to line back up when it shifts when you pick it up. You will find though that photopolymer stamps, after you've used them a few times, some of that stickiness tends to go away. So yeah. All right, now I don't use the corner, I don't like putting it in the corner where the two plates are, because that is not a good area on my Stamparatus. It's just how I work mine. Okay, now I have to tell you a little secret. I think I really need to re-ink this ink pad. So I'm trying to find the right color re-inker. Oh, I found it. Okay, so I'm going to re-ink my ink pad, and if you've never seen an ink pad re-inked, let me show you. So I put a good amount of ink on there, but I'm not done yet. What I want to do is work that ink in so it's nice and even on my ink pad. So I'm going to take, this is a plastic spoon. It looks metallic, but it's plastic, and I broke it. But what it does do a really good job of is kind of working the ink into the ink pad so that it's nice and even. So I just go across there like so. And there we go. Okay. I need to go to like Walmart and get a new one. Now I'm going to take that cool texture image and I'm going to stamp it in the corner right over the top. This is why I wanted to re-ink my pad, so that it was a little darker and would show up nicely. Okay, so we'll do a little more up here and a little down the side. How awesome is that? I really like the look of that. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is attach this piece on here like so, and use our Stampin' Seal. I probably should use plus for this, but I'm still kind of getting used to which one it is. Okay, so there we go. Really a pretty cool card. There's one more step though. You probably knew it was coming. We gotta spritz this baby. Ugh. So I'm gonna use my very well loved Night of Navy ink pad, or not ink pad, but, and look at all that spritz, a little more than I wanted. So yeah. Oh, so fun. I think one more step would actually really finish this off nicely, and that would be spritzing some clear Wink of Stella. So I'm just smacking this against a marker. And when I do that, I get a little sprinkle of the shimmery. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's so pretty. Yeah. Okay. Oh, such a nice card. Now, before I went live, I was die cutting some pieces because I really wanted to do a card with, or I actually had a bunch of requests. This is the die from, I want to say, the Many Mates stamp set. So this is a bundle for Many Mates. It's so pretty. And I die cut this piece because I really wanted to use this on a card. So I die cut this in, what color is this? Crumb cake. And so I thought we would put it on here. But I also wanted to decorate it with one of the stamps in here. So Many Mates is a kind of a great bundle. So we've got this big piece that I die cut, and of course you can use the whole thing or part of it. And then there's also some individual parts. Basically they broke out of this design so that you can use those as well. So it's kind of a twofer. And then of course all the sentiments. Now what's great about this is I like this because it's I call them an innie and an outie. There's like a sentiment for the front of your card and then kind of a coordinating phrase that goes on the inside of your card. So that's kind of nice. All right, so for this card, I thought what would be kind of cool is to stamp that sentiment on a circle that I punched out. So let me grab a scrap of white. Oh, I thought I had one. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. And I can't decide what color to use. Maybe, I can't decide if I like that or not. Ooh, actually, I thought of something else. Well, we'll see. Okay, hold on. So many ideas are going through my head right now. All right, so what I want to do though is stamp my sentiment. And let's see. Oh, I think Just Thinking of You would be a good one, because that could work for so many things. All right. Look, it's a virgin stamp. I love it. Ooh, you know what? I haven't done this in a while, so I think it's a good time. Doing a little stamp surgery. I don't like it when there's too big of an edge on the side of my images, because that can catch the ink pad color on there sometimes, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to cut this away. Now let me give you a couple tips on doing that. Notice the foam on the bottom is wider, and then I'm cutting kind of at an angle on the rubber. And that is so it's close to the edge of the sentiment, but there's plenty of foam behind. You don't want it the opposite way where you would cut in like that, because you want to make sure that foam is under there to lift, you know, to properly hold up the image, which is what it's there for. So I always cut kind of at an angle, like a 45-degree angle. And I'm careful not to cut off any of the letters of my stamp, and I may or may not have done that before. So yeah, that just makes my stamp a little better. All right, so I'm gonna attach this, and I think I'm going to stamp it in Early Espresso. I'll just stamp that down, just thinking of you. And then I'm gonna punch this out. I'm trying to decide if I center it a little off, I think. Okay, so there we go. Now I think I'm gonna grab another new stamp set. This one thing is yet. I put it away, but where did I put it? And of course, I don't know the names of the stamps yet either, so that's not good. Oh, come on. Aha. Basket of Blooms. I like this because it's got these two flowers that coordinate with my flower punch, and you know I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and stamp a couple of these. I think I'm gonna use Whisper White ink on my Highland Heather cardstock. Now these are going to dry a little bit lighter, but they're going to look great. Now the real question is, what on earth did I do with that punch? You should see the mess on my desk. It's pretty bad. Not going to lie. Oh, goodness. Found it. Okay. So I'm going to punch these out. Do I buy everything from the catalog? No, I don't. Of course not. I don't like everything, first of all. I do get quite a bit, though, I won't lie. But remember, this is my full-time job, more than full-time job. This is my career, so I do get, I get my fair share. I will say that. But you don't need as much as I have to be a good stamper or a good demonstrator. Okay, so I've got my punched out sentiment. I've got a couple of little flowers that I've punched out here. I also want to add kind of some leaves, and I'm going to punch this is the sprig punch. I'm going to stamp that or punch that twice out of some vellum. I don't know if I'll need both, but it's always nice to have that. And then what I want to do is take and put it on here. Now I feel a little bit like this is, well, I think it's going to be fine. What I'm trying to decide is, do I want to put some color underneath here? And if I do, I think I'll make it smaller. So let me try this. I'm going to cut a smaller piece and see if I like it. I don't know if this is big enough though. Oh yeah, this probably is good. Okay. Now I've got a thick white card base. And we'll center all that on here. Ooh. I think it's gonna be cool. Ooh. Oh, with every flick of the wrist, I love our adhesive even for more than I did before. Okay. I'm going to put this on here like so. And this right here. And then I'm going to tuck in the branchy sprig pieces like that under there. And maybe, I don't know, maybe these need to be white. Let's try them in white. We could probably do both. I don't know. What do you guys think about this purple piece? Maybe we don't need it. Maybe it looks better without. I think it might look better without. Just changing my mind right on up here. Okay, so first of all, okay, I hear without. Without. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling it too. Okay, you guys agree. Someone said with yellow flowers. Well, I already have purple ones, so I'm going to kind of stick with that. But we'll switch to a, oops. We'll switch to a plain white card base. Okay. So, okay. Now, my favorite adhesive. Now, this is why I won't ever give up my liquid glue. And that's because I've got my silicone mat here. And we're going to put down some liquid glue, and then this is how I adhere my intricate dies to my card. Now we do have some new adhesive sheets, but I actually think this is easier to do and less wasteful. Those adhesive sheets, you kind of waste so much. So, ooh, I like that. All right. Now, we'll, of course, pop this up onto our card. So this was a 2-inch circle, by the way, in case anybody was asking. And I'm going to put these dimensionals kind of right here in the center. That way I can tuck those sprigs in underneath. So there we go. Someone said it was life-changing. Oh, I would agree. It definitely was for me. All right, now I'll put my little flowers on here like so. And then I think I'll have a couple of the sprigs. Put the vellum with the white. There we go. I'll sort of tuck that in right there. And then another one in right here. This is loosely, and I do mean loosely, based on the sample that's in the catalog. And I can't, like, I just glanced at it and saw it, so I don't know how close it is. It's probably not close at all, but there's a sample in the catalog that is, like I said, loosely based on this. So that looks nice. Now I want to tie it all together, and I think my best bet for that is some of this ribbon. Okay, so this is the tri-colored ribbon. And I think this is kind of the perfect little addition to our card here. You just see deer antlers when yeah, I do too, Wendy. I was thinking that kind of as I was punching them. That's funny. They definitely do look, they have the look of deer antlers, I won't lie. That is true. Okay, but I'm also going to flip our deer antlers out so that they're above the ribbon. And I think that will look nice. There we go. Okay, now one more thing. Of course we had to put some of these on there. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can dig out my take your pick tool, and we'll just place those right in the center. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go through a bazillion of these. I can just tell already. Okay, so there's our card. I love how it turned out. Now someone said yellow flowers, and I think that would look really nice. I was kind of committed to the purple, so I wasn't going to change, but I think that would be a great color combination on here too, is to do yellow. And I also think that a little spritzing would be nice on this too. Now I'm going to use early espresso because that's what my sentiment is stamped in. And there we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. So let me bring back in and show you the cards I made today. I have kind of a good assortment. I've got this one featuring a couple of sets. We used the Basket of Blooms and then the Many Mates bundle. Then we made this with the Blossoms and Bloom. Sorry, we're a little blossom heavy today. And then this was with the border set, which I can't remember the name of, and I don't see the stamp set handy here. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what I did with it. It's under the mess. And I still have a stamp set to give away, so hold on, everybody. And then this card made with that citrus kit. That is super cute. I love that. So really fun cards today. A little pretty, a little happy, a little bit of everything. All right, now a few reminders. First of all, tomorrow night is Stampin' Game Night. For our Stampin' Game Night workshop is going to be awesome. We're going to make 5 projects during my live tomorrow night. We're also going to play bingo. If you are registered, make sure you have your numbers ready. We're going to have fun. Don't forget to share this video on, you can share it from YouTube or from my Facebook business page, and you'll be entered into a drawing for free stamps. Now, I haven't been getting as many shares as I was hoping for. I actually had 2 stamp sets to give away, but I only had about 40 shares, and if I get 100, I will do it, but I need 100. So my stamp set goes to Angie Anderson. So congratulations, Angie. I drew your name, so make sure you claim your prize by emailing me with your mailing address so I can get this sent out to you. So congratulations, Angie Anderson. And next week I will give away more free stamps. Also, let's see. Oh, Stampin' Game Night. Stampin' Game Night is tomorrow, and tonight are the mystery stamping. And the clues start at either 7 or 8, I can't remember. So watch for the clues, and then you can stamp along. Also, tomorrow is 7 p.m. Central for Tuesday is our live. Okay. Our last May Facebook class is tomorrow. That's because of my vacation. Is Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central. And then June will start up later this month. June 10th is the last day to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. Sunshine, Sunshine box. And it's also the last day to get into my product shares. And then you can also join my In Color Club. You can join that anytime this month, and it will be awesome. Are the clues to make a card? Yes. So, yeah, I will give you clues. They'll get posted either 7 or 8 tonight. They'll start posting, and then tomorrow night at 7 is the game night live. And then In Color Club, we talked about that earlier. Basically, it's a 5-month club, so it's nice because it's a little shorter because a lot of clubs are usually a year. But 5 months, $45 a month. You can purchase whatever you want, but our focus will definitely be on the In Colors. So you'll want to get them. Look at this, you guys. I haven't even undone all my In Colors. I've got the Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Just Jade, Bumblebee, and Cinnamon Cider. So we will be doing all kinds of great things with these. When you join club, you have to spend $45 each month for 5 months, June, July, August, September, October. You'll get a product credit at the end. You'll get a free Color Coach keyring, and then you'll also get the free In Color class. So lots of awesome perks for being in the In Color Club. So anybody in the US can join the In Color Club. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off for today. We'll see you again here next week at 4 p.m. Central. Hopefully we'll be horizontal next week. Thanks for putting up with my technical issues, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.